Yo, welcome to another episode of the Cheatcoders podcast. My name is Raph, and this is episode 169.
169.
And I'm here with my usual suspects. On to my right, and he's wearing a floral top. He goes by the name of Don Doing Stuff.
What's doing?
And next to him is the beige hat matching with the beige pants. And he is one of the most famous persons on the Cheatcoders podcast. Just got noticed the other day. Is Garcia.
I like how he's introducing it like it's a boxing match right now.
All the way in London town, just had babies and they're twins and they both look alike, and he wants to make us guess which one's which. Isn't that blazing?
Yo, let's get ready to rumble.
And this is a very special episode because we got some special guests. And we have the floral top, and then all the way it's going to be matching onto the floral bottom of my guest. And he goes by the name of not Timberland, not Timberlake, not Timber this or that or the Timberwolves. It's TEAPOT.
Hey,
I'm in a good mood today, bro. I'm in a good mood.
What's in his coffee right now?
MDMA.
And then we have the amazing Let me introduce this other guest, because she is one of the most amazing people that I ever met. And she's killing it everywhere that she goes, because she's going to go to the TikToks, to the musics, and then down to the Cheatcoders. And you know, she is the one and only 3 letters you need to know, baby, is JDP.
I was wondering what you were gonna say, what you were gonna roast, but I appreciate.
I am here.
Respect to the
and
ladies.
I'm in a good mood. I had my coffee, and we have two of my favorite guests that have been regulars on the Cheatcoders podcast. What have you guys been doing, man?
When? Today?
Any day.
Any day? Today I celebrated my dad's birthday, bro. Happy birthday to my dad.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Mr.
birthday,
Wave.
Mr. Wave.
Papa Wave.
Papa Wave. Yeah, happy birthday to my dad, man. Just celebrated my dad's birthday. Took him out and whatnot. Yeah, man. Just chilling, resting. Came off a high from that butter show on Wednesday.
Bro, that
and
was
from there,
one of the coolest shows that I've been on. I mean, not been on, but attended.
Yeah.
Like it felt really good, because like after the lockdown, we haven't had no shows whatsoever.
Right.
And then you guys popped this show up like at Butter. I like the way that you had a little small space, because it made it really intimate. Mm-hmm. And then, man,
Is Butter the chicken?
Yeah, butter chicken, baby.
no,
butter
not
chicken
butter
alert.
chicken, but Butter the chicken.
It was a chicken shop.
And then you guys killed it.
Yeah.
And just seeing like all the other artists that were there, and it felt like a communion of like hip hop artists, R&B artists, and celebrating new music and fresh music.
100%. I'd like to dive
In the
into
Western
that
Sydney.
like a little bit later, man. But
yeah, man. I
wanna
really
get
love
into
it,
that
man.
shit, yeah.
Get into that shit. We'll get into that
Let's
shit
do
later.
it. Should we do it now?
And now let's warm ourselves up,
Okay,
because
alright,
I want you guys fully,
I'm there, bro. I'm
fully
there,
in
right?
the right temperature for those conversations.
Alright.
So we're just gonna go in one of our segments. We're gonna talk about that, and then we'll get into the nitty gritties of the Timberwaves.
Well, yeah,
and
but
the JDPs.
that's what I've been doing, really. Just celebrating my dad's birthday and resting. I don't know what JDP's been up to, though.
Yeah, how you been?
I'm not used to hanging with Tim this much, and he rolls different, you know. And you can see from my face how tired I am of having to deal with this shit.
I was about to say that was the cleanest version of saying like you have to deal with, you're tired of Tim shit, but you know.
No, it was an amazing experience, I guess, because it was my first, I guess, show thing.
Yeah, this is first performance, right?
No, it was my second, but first as
JDP.
As JDP.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we celebrated a lot about it. We celebrated a lot, and I'm so grateful to be with you guys. And thank you for taking me in.
Thanks for being with us.
Humble JDP, let's go.
I love it because like you guys were fully like in between your songs, you always had a spiel about something. You're like you wanted to represent particular things. Like one of the things that you talked about is like how you could represent yourselves. You know, like you were talking about being authentic and being real, man. And that was one of the things that you said in between the songs.
Do you remember what the name of the show was called?
It was called the Timba and JDP show. The Timba, my understanding.
So no. So like when it was called True Colors. Jamie hates that.
True Colors.
JDP hates that name. She hates that name.
It sounded like True Colors shine through. It sounded like that.
It sounded like that, but we couldn't come up with a better with a better name, and that's what we stuck with. And to your point about authenticity and like being original and embracing your own, I don't know, uniqueness.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's what we wanted to go with. You know, Elo performed. Elo opened up.
Hey,
All hip hop,
shout
but
outs.
like legit, he did not miss a bar. He did not miss a line. He did not stutter. He just carried that the whole way. And then Mauli came through. You know, mellowed it
really good.
all out.
That was my first time hearing about her and seeing her, and she's really awesome.
Yeah, and then we came on. Like I feel like it was a good diverse range of artists. Yeah, man, presented by Waves.
Yeah, man.
And Waves is like legit putting all these artists on the map. And man, I'm like, it's their first ever show too. So privileged.
Yeah, man, everyone's cherries being popped in this thing.
Fuck yeah,
I love it, bro.
Definitely privileged. We couldn't invite everyone because there was a capacity, you know. As much as we'd love everyone to be there, we had limited capacity. Dude, if we could do it again, I'd happily do it again.
Hey,
Waves,
bro.
if you're watching, let's do it again.
That's what I was saying. I was just saying, like when I was at the spot, I was with LP, and me and him was like, man, LP was like so fascinated about how like so much love is in there. Like people are just networking or being like, oh, I know you from somewhere. I know you from this, that. And he's like, we need to have more shows like this so artists and creatives could just link up and not only just network, because network sounds like a very industry thing, but just the link up with each other and just and see what the scene is like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. That's what that's one of the goals that we had in mind, you know, to bring industry heads in there so that everybody could just, you know, just vibe off each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bounce off each other, share perspectives, share creativity, share like network, like you said.
Yeah,
when we were planning this, you know, me and JDP were talking, and it was just gonna be a show, but like there was no message behind it, you know. There was no substance behind it. It was just gonna be us performing a single, and we just thought it was.
No, it couldn't be that.
It couldn't be that.
No.
Yeah.
Lame.
Yeah, we just thought it was a bit lame.
Gonna show your true colors, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, there has to be some sort of a message. There has to be some sort of a message, not just some pretentious
See
thing.
how it sounds? Show your true colors.
Hey, man, I feel like a lot of true colors came out from that night, man. And like, you witnessed it, I witnessed it.
Yeah.
A lot of people came back with good feedback, and that's all I could really ever ask for, man. And we pushed the single, Hate the Way You Lie.
Speaking of true colors, can we all just draw some attention to Tim's pants, please?
True
just want
shining through.
Just want to show some.
Yo, Don, you can't say shit.
Don's really talking, and he's there in his
Right, Don's true colors coming out of his fucking pants right now.
His true colors ashy.
Hey, put moisturizer on there. Come on. But yeah, no, congratulations on the release. The Hate the Way You Lie is out on Spotify and streaming platforms.
All right, let's go with the fun fact of the week. The fun fact of the week.
I forgot we're
Don doing stuff.
So the fun fact of the week, in honor of Hate the Way You Lie being released, I have a little fun fact about lying or about trustworthiness. Apparently, so the Marketing Communications, the Journal of Marketing Communications did a study and found that men with beards are seen to be more trustworthy than men without beards. So they seem to have more expertise, so they appear to have more expertise.
Because they did this? They did this?
Yes. Probably. It's probably because they touched their beard.
If we want to go religious, I'm not going to go there, but
So they had people look at images of men and that were branded with stuff or videos of them talking about things. The men with beards were deemed more trustworthy, and they would trust what they were saying.
Where's your source coming from?
I know why.
From the journal.
The man with the beard is writing.
From the Journal of Marketing Communications.
I think that's true, because if you think about it, we are a Filipino podcast, right? I think that's true because but because we are a Filipino podcast, because we have this.
Tim is insecurely touching his chin right now.
Kind of trust him.
I'm a half liar.
But
I'll just pubic hair on my chin.
Every Tito out there has some sort of facial hair. Every Tito has a mustache. I think that's the most common thing. But if they can grow a beard, I'm pretty sure they would too. And then if we are like one of those people that really respect our elders and our Titos and stuff, then this could lead into this topic where we somehow like trust them and respect them and all that stuff. But the real question is, all right, you brought this up then. Do you trust me? Do you trust Tim? That's like, who do you, out of us two, if you saw us walking down the street,
beard or no beard,
and then you had one trust in your pocket, I mean, you had to give it to either me, one single trust.
No offense taken. No offense taken.
Or Tim. No, and this is all face value. You can't just pretend you don't know any of us. All right. So me and Tim walk up, and we're looking for some trust, and you have that trust for us. Would you give it to?
It's the pants for me. So.
So you would trust him?
He's a pants man.
I trust Raph. He looks like a young filler Santa Claus. Look at him. And I always trust Santa.
Call me Santa Cruz. But is there like a scientific way of saying? Is it a eye thing or a mind thing, or is it a?
You know what it is, man.
You
know what it is. It's by association, because Santa Claus. It's like a marketing thing. Beard. You know who I don't trust? Moustache. No, just the moustache.
Yeah.
I don't trust that shit. But you gotta have both. If you have the beard and the moustache, but just the moustache, nah, mo.
I like how you did
but beard. Oh, trust.
I believe the people who had moustaches created Movember so they could get other people to join them so they could fit, like blend in, and then you wouldn't know who to trust.
They're trying to integrate it. Yeah, you're right, bro. Fuck those guys, man.
That's a good theory.
This is why I'm trying to grow a beard now, because I want to be more trustworthy with all of these fun facts.
Damn it. I just shaved last night.
I think you have an issue because, like, you think that the internet has a beard because you believe anything that comes out of the internet.
The internet's got a beard.
Because you got this fact from the internet. There is no other source for this fact.
The source is the Journal of Marketing Communications. I just looked it up.
I got 3 words for you. Computer-generated imagery.
Oh, here we go. All right.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, guys. So last week, this guy had a little rant about CGI and how people use the word CGI. He's like, I don't like the fact that people call CGI because it stands for Computer Graphics Interface. It really means CG, then if you want to say it. But then really, one of our mates really... He decided to fact check this, and it doesn't mean computer graphics interface, and it actually means computer generated imagery. So his rant that he's been ranting about for the last, how old are you? About 40 years. Fake news. He's offended so many people to a point that they don't watch movies anymore. So you have to have a public apology. And it has to be as passionate as your rant.
I'm gonna do.
Look into the camera, Don.
I'm gonna do a Kevin Hart, and I'm not gonna apologize. I said what I said, and I meant what I said when I said it. But then I'm gonna go on radio and say I'm sorry. The word that I was thinking of was actually GUI, which is graphical user
interface. Which is nowhere near CGU. Right? CGI.
We put the U.
Here we go. Is it just
That's an insurance company, Habibti. That's an insurance company.
If you want us to promote your shit, we can subtly put it in our podcast.
Also, shout outs to Marco Solorio, because his
What's up, Marco?
NFT group.
Crypto gaming.
Yeah, CGU.
And see that?
Yes.
Yeah,
but I don't like it when people call it CGU. It's really CG.
CG.
Bro, you're the fun facts guy. You're supposed to have your facts straight.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad that I'm wrong. I'm glad. I feel blessed that I could be wrong.
You sound like someone who always gets things wrong. So back to these guys.
Who was doing the fact checking on the fun facts? That sounds like a fun bastard, bro. Like, is it really?
We need to hire someone to audit Don's facts.
we need a producer.
He's gotta have a beard, bro. He's gotta have a beard.
Yeah,
that's it.
He's gotta have a beard.
So next week I'll be doing the fun fact segment.
That's really correct.
Because you can trust me.
Yep. Do you have a beard?
Do you have a beard? It's 9 o'clock.
If it's a patchy beard, it's like I could semi-trust you. My trust is like a bit patchy as well.
You are the beard specialist. So you do have to do the interview.
I got that wrong. Okay, I got it wrong.
Can we move on from beards, bar?
We'll move on.
Yeah.
But here's a
Bit
question.
insecure
This
here.
man.
Here's a question then, based on lying. What is the biggest lie that you've ever told?
We talked about incriminating ourselves. All right, here we go. Okay, if you want to answer
That you can talk about on camera. You can talk about on camera.
Oh, okay, that
Ladies
changes
first.
everything. That's fair.
No, excuse me. Since when was it this?
It was always ladies first. Come on now.
How about host give us an example to follow?
Okay, Don, I like your shirt.
Holy fuck. Biggest lie.
Thanks, Raph. Thanks.
No, but like it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a big lie.
I think back, like being music related back in the day, like whenever like you're on a mad music high and then other people come to you, it's like, yo, check my verse, man. And you're like, yeah, that's fire, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, you want to collab? Like, yeah. I got some other features to do, but yeah, let's get back to that.
Yeah.
10 years later.
That's fire.
There's
though.
always that one guy who's rapping in front of your ear, like, oh man, I got the biggest bars. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Lyrical miracle hitting you with a tennis shoe. And oh my god, that's so ill.
And you're like this, you're like, ooh.
And your head is like, oh fuck, this is the last thing I want to do right now.
And you got like spit all over your ear.
And just start breathing down your neck with all these lyrics that you hate.
Right, you're just in line for communion too, so it's not like this is the most inappropriate place right now.
Yo, I got some Jesus bars as well. Go check this out. Jesus bread. Jesus.
All right, Father, like
Jesus
see
bread,
me after
Jesus
the
leg.
mass, dude.
I do it for the Father. I go Father for the Father.
The priest is trying to sell bars.
Priest with the
Jamie,
beast.
have you had people
Beast
approach
with the
you
East
to do
with the
like
priest.
collabs and stuff, and then like because obviously you're collabing with Tim, but have you had other people approach you to do collabs and you've been like,
Is that how you met? Tim was like, "Oh, I got some nice runs." Oh.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to do a TikTok video here.
with Tim, of course, I was jumping at that. But I do, I'm not like the biggest on the music scene, but I do get a lot of random people asking to do a collab. And maybe that's a lie. No, sorry. What?
hate the way you lie.
The lie is that they will make me listen to the thing. There was someone else. And I'm like, that sounds good. I like that. But maybe later. Yeah, but
I'm getting flashbacks. I feel like my mom's been lying to me now.
oh, Raph, you're a good singer.
It's like, thanks, mom.
That was a decent
Hey,
run,
maybe
though.
maybe that's how it begins with some of the artists that are whack. Their mum tells them they're good, and like, oh, my mum says I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a rapper.
That's how I started.
You find yourself on Aussie Idol auditions, eh?
Yeah.
And you're like brokenhearted
William
when
Hung
people
style.
tell you the truth.
No, here's a question. What's the biggest lie you've told us?
Oh.
Yeah, let's make
I like
it.
I can
Tim's
take a hit.
pants.
You just took my joke.
Can't recycle jokes,
Can't
dog.
recycle jokes, bro.
Yeah.
You have to wait
Think
at
of
least
your
a
own,
day.
sir.
All right. So what is to use to directly?
Yeah, let's make it personal.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
Come
I wanna fucking let's
Come
do this,
on.
bro. Let's go.
This is like Squid Game podcast.
All right. So
People are gonna get fucking walking out and
So
shit.
we always start off with
All
Don
right.
doing stuff. So Don doing stuff. What lie have you told Tim or
Please hit
JDP.
me. Please hit me with it, bro. I love it. Now, Don will never tell me the truth about his lie.
I don't think I've told you guys lies. I swear, I've been as honest as possible.
That's a lie.
I'll start off. I'll start it off.
You lying.
All right.
That's bad, babe.
All right. So JDP, remember this? I think this take was good. I think it's good. I think we should wrap up the music video.
I respect that. Because I could tell you were lying. I'm like, no, it's not, Raph. Let's go.
Let's go. It's 4 a.m. I don't give a fuck.
One more.
I was trying to get the shoot to be wrapped
Respect
up as
on that one.
much as
No, I appreciate that. No, but this is good. Your lying face sucks, so I can tell.
I know it is. I am terrible at lying. I swear.
I wasn't lying when I said that I remembered you. Like one of the first interviews that we've ever had. I wasn't lying when I said that I remembered you from TikTok. And then you were like, which video is your favorite? And I was like, fuck, I can't remember any of the videos.
Oh, okay.
And I remember that part. I was like, fuck, I look like the biggest dickhead right now.
So like, those like, what was the question? The biggest lie.
The biggest lie.
But those are like little white lies, right?
Yeah.
So if that's your biggest lie, that's all right.
That's all right.
That's okay. If it's a white lie, it's like a white lie, yeah?
Okay, Tim, what if the biggest lie you've told those guys?
Oh, bro, here we go.
Oh, dude, these are my kuyas, man.
Is that the biggest lie?
No. These are my kuyas. I'm trying to think of the biggest one because I've told some big ass lies, you know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. Like me and JDP went out to the city one time and we were asking these same questions to people on the street as like some sort of like marketing promo, which is going to be coming out soon. It's actually really, really funny. And we asked these questions like, what was the first question?
Is lying good or bad?
Is lying good or bad?
Hey.
And like, you know, a lot of people gave us like the same answers and they said it depends on the situation. Another question that we asked was, when was the last lie you told and what was the biggest lie? And man, like, I don't know, got some pretty cool responses. That video should be up soon, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about your lies, Tim. You're such a diverter. Come on.
Bro,
Speaking of
Tim
lies,
would be
I
so
love my
good in
mattress.
court. like he's getting questioned in court by prosecutors. Like, yeah, but you know, asked this question in the street the other day if lies are good or not. And just you're like, whoa, how did we get here?
So
Diverted.
He's not going to answer the question. So
honestly, like we're gonna be here for at least like a couple hours,
We
and I
can
don't want to
move
waste
on.
anybody else's time. But like, you know what I mean? Like, if I could think of the biggest lie that I could tell these guys, it's gonna take me more than like 20 minutes to think about it. So, yeah, I can't think of anything at the moment, man. Like, just to be funny, like I really can't. Sorry, guys. I really can't. Sorry,
It's all good.
JDP.
No, I'm joking.
that was the fun fact of the week. All right. Shortest jingle. So, hate the way that you lie. How did that come about? What made this topic the one that be like, you know,
Do you remember?
let's make this song?
Okay, you explain it.
So JDP was like, I have this idea. It came from, why the fuck you lying?
Yeah.
Why you always lying? Yeah, that's where it came from. That was her concept. And then Christian made the beat. Well, she called me. Christian made the beat. I sent her the beat the next day. In a couple of weeks, we're here. And you guys were there too.
Eh.
And then from there, we were workshopping. And then weeks turned into months. And here we are, bro. Pretty much that's how I Hate the Way You Lie came about. I don't know about her verse being true or if it's just conceptual. But mine came from a place of truth and experience. But yeah, I can't speak for JDP. Where did yours come from?
I was vibing off your. So I don't know. For me in my head, the reason why I called you up is there was this meme that like kind of went viral. It's like, don't date a Filipina. We're toxic. I don't know. I don't even remember that content anymore. And it's because Filipinas and Filipinos were liars. I don't know what it is, but like, you know, we're toxic. It's in the blood to be lying and
To be toxic,
to be
yep.
a bit toxic.
Yep.
And I think that was it's a concept that girl, come at me. It was a concept that I think would have been perfect with Tim's vocals. Like the why do we lie? Why are we lying? Kind of a meme song, and then it turned out to be too good to be a meme song.
Clipped.
So yeah.
Yeah, I reckon JDP did well for a fucking rap verse. What do you guys think?
She killed
She
it.
was flowing.
Yeah.
I like how you put some Tagalog in there as well.
Yeah, and what was that one? Kapun Kago.
Kapungka.
What's that?
Thank you.
Is that Thai?
Thai.
That's Thai.
Kapungka, go out, bang your cock,
Thai.
Bangkok,
Yes,
capital
yes,
of
I see
Thailand.
it. I
Come
know,
on.
I know. The wordplay. I know the wordplay.
Get with it. Get with
I know
it.
the wordplay. I know the
Kapungka.
wordplay. Yeah, man. That's one of the inspiration. That was where the concept. That's like the root concept, and then the sound was inspired. Peaches was popping off at that time. JDP came in this room with this whole fucking idea. She was like Peaches, Scissor, and Doja Cat, and we bounced off those sounds. And Christian came into the room. We brought in Max. That's how we got this summery retro feel.
Yeah,
Of the sound, like, you know,
it's
the Kiss
got a
Me
like
More.
little positive, positive type of
Yeah.
vibe to a dark content.
topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the button, bro. On the button. So it's this dark underlying story about trust issues in relationships that tell lies and whatnot over like this really pop happy beat. kind of like
A juxtaposition, yeah.
Juxtaposition, yeah. It's contradictory, but like some people don't even know. Oh, if you're not listening to the lyrics, like you know, you could just be bopping to the instrumental and you don't even know what you're like dancing to. Like Hey Ya. Oh, not Hey Ya. Is it Hey Ya?
Yeah.
Hey Ya.
Pump Up Kids song.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pumped Up Kids.
Yeah. But that wasn't our intention. No, we just wanted. We just had the concept and we put the concept to the sound. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think that's how it was. It was just, I don't know, initially in my head it was supposed to be a meme song because, you know, that's what I do. And it was supposed to be a parody of something. And then as soon as I heard Timba, I was like, this is not a parody anymore.
Serious guy,
This is no, your vocals, the way you flowed, the way everything happened, like I'm the person that has this idea, and then like I let the right people
So
get into it.
did you have a completely different verse before Tim sang?
Oh yeah, it was
we had two different verses.
It was very different, and then it was supposed to be just like very close to "Why the fucking lying."
Yeah.
These guys were there. They were there. Remember?
That's
on the
true.
first session. You
Yeah.
guys heard everything that was going
Yeah,
through.
but we have a podcast, so
Oh,
we need to let them know.
You guys saw
You guys saw the evolution.
beginning.
Yeah, it was like we saw how Max came in and he did the
just
guitar, the
switched
acoustic
the whole
part.
thing up. He just
I love the switch up. I'm a big fan of switch ups when it comes to music.
I'm a big fan
when
of Max,
When you're gonna take me to
period.
like
He's amazing.
the switch up at the middle of the song or at the end of the song, man, you got my vote. I'd like switch it up.
Yeah, man. From that first interaction and engagement with JDP on that first session, I was like, all right, yeah, she's fucking serious. Even though she has this like little goofy like attitude, like I'm like, yeah, she's about it, you know, she's 100 with it. And I was like, all right, I can work with that. Normally I'd pass that out, you know what I mean? Normally I would. But because she was so serious and like determined and like, yeah, man, she's nothing bad to say about that first time. So that's why we continued it. And like, here we are, man.
Just like buddy. It's like the Rock and Kevin Hart type of vibes. Like, oh, I can't see
definitely the
Timba without JDP.
Which one's the rock?
I don't get to decide between that, but like seeing you two,
I'm the
just
bato.
because you guys the bato. You smell what the bato is cooking.
Yeah, man. And then adding Christian, I can never work. I feel like I can't work with like anybody else anymore because of this such good experience. You know what I mean? It's
The synergy.
yeah, man. Synergy. Nah, it's on the fucking button today.
Like
Synergy.
working
I'm
with
the word
someone
guy.
as talented as Timba pushed me so much as a person. Like working with, you know, the amount of talent you have in your little pinky was like my whole body. So I was like, God, I gotta stretch myself out to like compete. Not compete.
That's all right. You can say compete.
I don't want to compete with you. I ain't competing. No, never. I'll never compete with you. But parang you don't want it to be like, hey, the way you lie, and then someone comes, like, you know, like a squeaky, squawky thing. So I was like, I really need to step up to be able to be on even the same track as him.
Yeah, and I was there. You like not only did he help you step up, you helped him step up as well.
Yeah.
You have this kind of like mind where you can just push people to where they want to be as well. Like, don't worry about the experience that you have in music and your music knowledge and all that stuff. You know what pops, and then like you were like you weren't one of those people who would be like, Tim, you're the guy with the experience. I'm gonna follow whatever you do.
Yeah.
And you would have conversations where you'd be like, oh, nah, this sounds better than this. This sounds better. You should do this. You should use your voice more like on this certain part of the song.
Yeah.
So it really became just watching you guys from a third person perspective, it really became a collaboration that way rather than a one-way street.
100%. Yeah, this collaboration is unique, bro. It's more of a partnership. You know what I mean? And like,
Hey.
it's like iron sharpens iron type of thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
I like that.
that's
I like that a
what
lot.
we're trying to do the whole time. Just trying to make quality and not make shit music. Like,
That's it.
yeah. You
Give
can only
yourself
get
a
better from here.
standard.
You know what I mean?
I like the because like you said, we were there in the studio. Like the fact that just repeating what Raf was saying, you guys were pushing each other to be the best on the track. What I also do like is on the socials, it just seems like Tim's always giving you shit. Like just always giving you shit.
He bullies me so hard. I don't know why.
I love it.
I don't know what it
The
is.
Rock
He's
and Kevin
pushing
Hart.
you, bro.
He's pushing you to be
You
the
have that
best.
pushing your button.
Such
You have that brotherly,
Iron,
sisterly
sharpening
kind of vibe going on.
And we
It's
family
good.
now. We family. We spoke about this.
We are.
We
We are
family now.
family
We
now.
family. We family.
I'm very grateful.
Family. Yeah, man. Like when it comes to collaborations, maybe you guys can attest to this. But like sometimes it's just like, yo, I got a beat. I'm sending this to you. You do your thing.
Oh, bro.
And then in a week, it's like, all right, let's get it mixed, let's get it done. But no, it's not like that with this, bro. It's like step by step. There's a plan. There's a goal.
Studio together.
100%.
Work on the beat. Like even when like it's not like
very
with
intricate.
Christian as well. Like you guys are like, oh, we could do this better. We could do this better. Let's add this. You know, like
very, very intricate process. Time consuming. Very rewarding. But yeah, man. Like I encourage all artists to collaborate. Like you know, and look at collaborations this way. I encourage it because it just builds not just on the music, but just you build deeper connections with people. You know what I mean?
I love it.
You guys agree?
Yes, totally agree, man. In terms of music, like it has to showcase both of yous, and like not only that, but what is the uniqueness of the collab? Because like everyone could just find another rapper, right, and then do another song with another rapper, and they all sound alike. But it's not
nobody
that,
like JDP.
That's it. You need to find something that makes it unique, because like there's a reason why you have to get that feeling of like. Kind of like with Marvel movies, you have to have that feeling. Like imagine if Captain America and Iron Man were in the same scene, you know, like you have to have that vibe rather than be like, you know, it's just the same old shit.
Yeah, it's like two worlds collide, you know what I mean? She's like a TikTok influencer and I'm just like this little local R&B singer, you know what I mean? And singing on a pop record. Rapping, singing on a pop record.
Let's play the song. You want to play the song? Let's
do
vibe
it.
with it. Let's play with it. This song is called Hate the Way You Lie by Timba.wav. I'm going to call you Timba.wav from now on. And JDP.
That's a cool name, man.
Timba.wav. JDP. That's me. Chris Joe made it first. Yeah. Hand on the Bible, girl, I'm sending you this message. Doubling up my effort cause I'm learning all my lessons. You say your trust is getting weaker. Probably cause my lies just started getting deeper. I know this might burn, but these are my confessions. And it's my turn to reassure you that I'll stop. The consequences turning me into a monster. And I'll be lying down in bed without a heart. Cause I lied, I cheated, I tried deceiving you, sorry. Girl, believe it, I'm feeling emotionally exhausted. I'm a demon, no need to repeat all my losses. Hugs and kisses from you is all I really want. But now I'm in the booth, telling you the truth. And you wanna hear all the freaking proof. Baby's your heart like a video game. Turn it off and start it over again. And she said, I hate the way you lie. Boy, I hate the way you lie. Why you always gotta lie? Cause you're always tryna hide. I hate the way you lie. That's all you do. I hate the way you lie. Boy, I hate the way you lie. Why you always gotta lie? Cause you're always tryna hide. I hate the way you lie. That's all you do. You lying. That's bad, babe. I'm crying. It's about head. How you gon' flip and reverse that? I'm to blame. Earth from me, Nicky, nya, man, they all the same. My cousin hit me up, she see you with Nikki. Colin hit me up, she's your side, hopping. This boy is for the streets, leaving west of Sydney. A dirty like the sheets, married 10 on 10. Boy, you sleeping on a 10, I got McGregor and up. You out of the park, uppercuts and up for the block. You creeping on me, better be prepared when I walk. You weeping my G, top on cargo, I bang your cock. Cause this badass bitch don't follow ya. You a lying snitch, whose fault is that? It's a shame I'm to blame and get involved with you. But it's okay cause you're replaceable like furniture. I hate the way you lie. Boy, I hate the way you lie. Why you always gotta lie? Cause you're always tryna hide. I hate the way you lie. That's all you do. I hate the way you lie. Boy, I hate the way you lie. Why you always gotta lie? Cause you're always tryna hide. I hate the way you lie. That's all you do.
Woo!
The Cheatcoders podcast.
Abba. Hate the way you lie. Oh man, this is so good.
Do it.
Do it. Hey, so like JDP, you were saying something while we were playing the song.
How
Was that the funk version, by the way?
That was the original.
No, that was the original.
That was the original.
Yeah.
No, I just looked it up on Spotify.
Did
so
you
I'm
like it,
"Ooh, there's
Nats?"
another version. That's my first time hearing it. I'm not gonna lie, and that's fucking sick. That is
you
so
lied.
good.
You should have said that was your second one.
The way you lie.
That's the second listen.
Nah, bro, I can't lie, bro.
Can't lie, bro.
It's so good.
So what
I
were you
can't
saying,
lie.
JDP, during the song? Like, I want everyone to hear this.
No, I was just saying
Sorry,
that it
say it
was
again.
mad because we got Howie Beast from Triple J sharing.
Shout out Howie Beast, we love you.
Howie Beast. We got Complex sharing
Nice.
a song.
Shout out
and
Complex, we love you.
The fact that it features
but
words
you're
like
mad.
salvaje and like kapunka and
Asian.
non-Asians are listening to it, you know, vibing out, and it's like representing and like flying our flag.
That's it.
Made
That's
me
it.
emotional.
It's the AZN. Fuck the rest.
AZN.
Anything that's got to do with Filipino representation in the mainstream
Yeah.
is
AZN
what I am
raps.
digging. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that's got to do with people out there, like putting in Tagalog or any other dialect or from the Philippines in the mainstream media or even in their songs, that people like that don't even recognize Filipino culture, and then they hear it and then they recognize the Filipino culture. It's like, oh man, and then relate to it. I am completely down with it, whether it be music, podcast, or anything that's got to do with art, because art transcends language, it transcends culture, it transcends anything, and it's more human in the world, because that's how we make the world go around, because like we share culture, we share like our experiences, and people relate to that. Like with our Cheatcoders thing, like we relate to people who are not even Filipino, like even the Polynesians, and then we have other other cultures. When they say that they relate to our stuff and they're like, wow, I'm learning some new stuff about Filipinos, it really, you know, gives me a tear in my eye. Like kind of like how it gave you a tear in the eye, seeing that Filipino culture is being represented out there and being
gratifying,
shown
right?
to people who don't even know about it.
100. That's like purpose. That's the purpose. What
That's
it's
it.
all about.
It's
Yeah.
just another level of like it gives you another meaning of life, you know.
Yeah, because now, honestly, like being so tired, now I realize, you know, after I was like, wow, this is so tiring. Is this life really for me? But now I'm just remembering why we all do this. Like what you guys do, what Tim does, like what we are, we're flying a flag for everyone. Oh, I'm getting emotional.
That's
Kiligs.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
See, there's one thing that you can't take away from each of us, and that's our Filipino culture.
Yeah.
You can't take that out of us, no matter how much we try to be like, oh, we want to stay away from it, or we want to be one with it. Either way, no matter what, the Filipino culture in us will remain the same and instilled in us. And there's a lot of people out there, whether they're going through hard times, dark times, or times that are, you know, that needs to be turned around, and when they see someone that they could relate to and be like putting their face on that and be like, you know what, that their culture is my culture and I relate to that, and giving them a bit more hope and a bit more booster in their life, turning them around, man, you've done your job as an entertainer, as an artist, as an influencer. Your job is to pretty much just change the life.
Let's go.
Just represent, right?
Knocks naman.
Let's go, rap.
Yeah, man.
go.
This went from a comedy podcast to like
I
a
know.
deep ass.
Oh, bro,
I like it though.
I
It's
am
very
all
enriching.
for
Is it the right word?
Filipino representation, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Like we lack that in the world.
100.
No,
In the
shout out to
world,
all the
and
Filipinos.
We popped off in 2008 with Passion, and then like it's like downhill from there. Now what? What do we have now?
I know, if only you talked about Halo Halo, you know?
Timba.wav and JDP. That's all we have.
LOC.
LOC. Come on.
At least three fucking
And yeah, the
idiots.
Cheatcoders.
And that's in London town.
London.
He's the
Come
London
on.
There's so
guy.
many more Filipinos out there, right? Though.
Ooh, Shay Mitchell.
Hey, what-
She can't
No.
even pronounce Tressay.
Tabby tabby purr.
Wow.
Tabby tabby.
We love you, Shay.
Jerks.
Gusto adobo.
Oh yeah.
For real though, shout outs to all the Filipino
Shout out.
content creators that are out there.
Yes.
Specifically, one down media from LA who featured us on their page recently, and all of the other Filipino artists and Filipino creators on their page. That was really, really humbling to see that.
You're
Yeah.
getting shared heaps, Cheatcoders.
Thank
Keep
you.
doing what you're doing.
I feel like we should be doing this podcast over like a boodle fight or something, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah, with the lechon.
Yeah, man. Like,
Everyone that is a Filipino creator, keep doing what you do.
Yes.
we love you.
Keep
Doesn't-
doing
Asian
it.
pride,
It doesn't
baby.
happen overnight. Just keep working
Or-
at your craft, and continue to represent who you are, because by doing that, you're representing a culture as well. You know,
Even if you're
know
not Filipino, even if you're like, because I know we have some Polynesian listeners.
Yeah, Polys,
out there.
100, same.
Whatever your culture or background is, just fly your flag.
Rewinding it back to true colors.
Wait, one thing. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Why is it that like the philos that do pop off, aside from Bretman Rock, they don't even rep shit? Can I just say, like, they're like anonymous. You don't even know the Asian they are. They just are known as Asian. Like, I'm gonna not say their names because they follow me, and I follow them. But like, you know, do you know what I mean?
Call them out, you know. I reckon call them out. You're on a platform to call them out, man.
It's that universal appeal that they're trying to stick with, right?
I try to do that too, but then at the same time, you need to bring it back and like, hey, remember, I'm Philo. But like, why is it like? And them and her and her. Oh, yourself, you whores.
Yeah, you whores.
Why are you? Why are you a whore? Like, you're Filipino. No one thinks you're Chinese. You're Filipino. Puta.
Yeah, you whore.
I hate the way that you're
really curious to know who these people are now. Like, I actually want to know who they are.
Your mother, her last name is like like Marisep. You know, she's.
Are these quite big name people that are? Because I'm trying to. I don't know many. The ones I know they represent fully.
I think the big ones like Bella Porch,
Ruby Ibarra,
the big
Grub Life, obviously. But then again, I think my circle may be so close because the ones I'm following, I know represent to the hardcore.
Yeah.
Are these like the sort of unknown ones trying to break through?
The unknown ones who are more.
Because I'm just so curious now to know like who these people are. Because like I'm seeing so much people representing.
Maybe
I'm on the
just
other side.
Today. Sorry, I'm just
maybe
salty.
my algorithm is just showing me like a different side.
Salty, sensitive, emotional,
I'm salty, sensitive, emotional, and tired.
Where's the Goofy, JDP? Come on, I need Goofy.
He's not here.
I need Goofy.
Hey, what's
no, because like even that one
media
thing that we saw.
Hadis.
I thought there was so much pride in that one.
What'd you say, Nat?
So I was just like,
say it again.
Oh no, I was just saying like even that one down media one. It's like I'm like, man, these guys are all like really. But I'm just curious now. I'm like, ooh, who are these motherfuckers that are like in this?
If I'm gonna play devil's advocate, maybe it's like
do it.
It's an institutional thing, right? Like if the mainstream media, if they've seen that talking about your culture doesn't necessarily work, then maybe they'll encourage those people not to.
But wouldn't you say it's like a blueprint now to just rep your culture? Like you look at people like Conor McGregor who takes like the whole island with him into the UFC. You look at Manny Pacquiao, who's changed the game of boxing. Like, don't you think that's like a blueprint?
That was the in thing right now.
I know, right?
I think people are like riding off it too much now. Like suddenly people are just like now they're like, oh, now I'm so Filipino, and then it's like where that. But then again, I'm like,
I get that.
I'm just thinking like it's the algorithm playing. Like maybe I'm seeing the wrong things because I'm like, did I miss this whole part of the argument?
True.
Because I'm seeing the other side, like
there's
everyone's being extra
sides.
philo.
There's definitely both sides of the argument.
That's what I'm saying.
like
That's
this
why it's
conversation.
really eye-opening for me to see it. I'm like, wow. Because like, I'm here thinking like, wow, a lot of people are being very proud now. But then I'm also saying like, is a lot of this genuine or not kind of thing?
Because if you want to go down to it, like, if we want to go to the way of like the white industry or something like that, if you want to say how people are just going to whitewash themselves just to make that exists. People are going to whitewash themselves just to make it into the industry.
Okay, so like on top of that, remember how like fillers back in the day, we used to use like the Licas papaya to make ourselves look lighter and shit.
Licas papaya, you remember the brand?
I still got it. I still use that Koji-san.
That was a thing.
Shout out Koji-san.
Papayas.
Sponsor child.
Sponsor child.
Sponsor a child. A dark one too.
Sponsor a child.
Sponsor a dark one.
Wait, are you the sponsor a child?
I'm the sponsor here.
Oh man. What's in the face?
This is my Kawawa face. Sponsor a child. No, but like, okay.
Well, that's real shit, man.
Right?
We literally had a soap that we would use so it could whiten our skin.
To make us like lighter, right?
Lighter.
So like
Don's
that was that's
so your color too. Wait, let's match our colors. Me and Raph are almost the same.
Yeah, man.
But your colors.
I'm in the dark side.
I'm like golden brown though. I like to say golden brown.
Colonial mentality.
Yeah, that's it. Like colorism happens in a lot of cultures, and it happens in our culture as well. Like people try to whiten their skin because, like, as our parents would say, the whiter the skin, the more you can be of a celebrity. You know, if you look at the television, the celebrities are a lighter kind.
If you speak English,
it stems back, like,
if you speak English as well.
Yeah, speak English. Yeah, that's true.
True.
If you speak English, you have more opportunity in life.
That was definitely true
to a degree
for my family. My dad has a story where when we were going to the immigration office, they would encourage me to speak English, and speaking English was a sign of being rich in the Philippines during that time.
True.
So we weren't rich, but he was encouraging us to speak English, and so that's why.
Except when you're in the markets and you become a target.
Yeah. Exactly.
I got a question for everyone here. Were you guys at one point in denial of your Filipino heritage?
100.
Yeah?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Never.
So, and then when did you guys embrace that? Like, at what point in your lives? Like, how old were you, do you reckon? Like, was it
From the
post high
beginning?
school? No,
Post high school. Post high school.
Yeah. When you realize, like,
Wait, what do you mean in denial though? Like that's
You
such a
pretend you're Spanish or you're not Philo or
Nah, bro.
oh, like you
Never.
thought you were like
I'm
fob
half
at one
Spanish.
point.
yeah. Does every Philo thought they were fob?
Yeah. Like at one point, like I don't know.
Nah,
like,
I never did. Never once.
never
I did.
denied
but I
it.
grew up in a
You never
different
denied
area
it.
though.
I never embraced it as much as I did now.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
That's a
I
different
agree,
thing.
I
Like that is pretty much like what I am as well. Like I didn't deny it, but I didn't embrace it as well.
Okay.
I just became
I think I
I'm
embraced it.
Australian type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to say I'm
That's it.
Australian. Would you say that's denial or not?
That's denial, hard denial.
That's
Because you're
hard
not Australian. Who are you? Tingnan
You were
mo-
born in
Yung
Australia.
mukha mo, it's not Australian, my guy. But his face isn't Australian.
And
I actually used to say I was Filipino, but I think I don't know what happened there, but people would correct me. It's like, no, you're Australian
Right.
because you were born in Australia, and I'd be telling people I'm Filipino. Even in high school, when I was the only Filipino, and there was no other Filipino, it was all white when I went because I grew up on the east side.
What about
in Hurstville.
were you guys
Well,
embarrassed about your
Chinese
butt
and
on and shit? Like when you used to bring your butt on? Like
Nah, fuck no.
man.
Fuck no?
I used to bring corned beef and rice to school.
No way.
No
and
way.
kids would say that
Same.
looked like dog food.
It does though. So they have a point.
It's
crap.
Filipino
It's
food
crap.
looks ugly when it's butt on.
no,
Filipino doesn't look good
no,
when it's butt on.
100%.
It looks gross
tastes
when it's all
amazing,
fucked
man.
up.
100%.
yeah.
It tastes
Like
great.
corned
though.
beef and spell. Give me that all day.
Yeah.
But that thing of when people ask you like, are you Filipino and stuff, it's always the answer always kind of shifts because of the fact that we're Filipinos growing up in Australia. Whenever a Filipino asks that, we're too Australian for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when a white person asks that, we're too Filipino to be Australian. So that's where we kind of say, oh, it depends on.
It's like in between a.
We don't really have a place to call our own because we're taken out of Phils and we're
True.
grown out over here.
I think that's with all immigrant.
Yeah,
You're too
exactly.
foreign to be
Yeah.
Australian. You're too Australian to be from where you are originally. And I
Yeah.
think that's why content like ours relates to so many
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
because it's everyone who doesn't really
There's a lot
belong
of people
anywhere.
feel displaced. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Facts.
And
That's
we're
it.
cute.
I'll tell you
though.
this: there's two sides of the coin. Like whenever I meet, you feel a certain disconnect. Whenever I meet, you guys are my mates, and we're in the same sort of group. Second gen, born or grew up in Australia. We speak fluent English. Most of us first language English. When I meet Philos that maybe from the Phils or just have come through, immediately there's almost like a disconnect. But I always try and navigate my way through. But I think it's just been in place. Like there's this impression of us. And sometimes I think like there is definitely, it depends how we carry ourselves. Because I do think sometimes, especially fillers that maybe don't speak Tagalog or just really in denial of who they are, it puts that, that impression in place like I'm better than you because I grew up
I really
in
wish
another
we could
country.
stop
I
that
speak
whole
English,
thing.
I'm better than you. And it's like, I think it's like, they automatically put me in that box the moment they hear me, and then I start speaking them in Tagalog. They're like, "Wait a minute, man, you're different." I'm like, "I'm not different. I'm just like,
I love this.
You can't just put everyone in the box all the time,
I love
kind of
it.
thing." And I know where you're coming from too.
Yeah.
It's probably really shit on your end that people of the same color and they look down on you too. Like I get that. So it's kind of just trying to bridge that gap between our own, like stop dividing ourselves so much.
This goes back to the point.
That's how I feel about it.
100%. I agree. This goes back to the point of true colors, man. It's like full wholesome vibes, bro.
So I love,
You know what I mean?
I love meeting with like Filipinos. Like, it doesn't matter if they're born here, not born here, from the fields. But there's got to be that respect in place because I do see it on their side as well. And this is someone coming from our side because I see it, and then I'll do it. It's like, no, I get that. Sometimes you're gonna get those, Filipinos that are a bit cocky that think they're too good to be Filipino because of whatever reason. So I've always felt that, like from the beginning, and it catches them off surprise. I'll be like, I'll just start speaking them Tagalog, and then they're like, "What?" you speak Tagalog, yeah, what? Don't be so surprised and that kind of shit. So
yeah, I think it's every Filipino's duty to start learning Tagalog. I just like
Yes.
wherever you're born,
just respect it
as a
to a
respect
degree. Like,
thing to one, understand it, and two, to start learning how to speak it. I feel like we should all start doing that as like immigrants, because
Yeah.
you know, Chinese people speak Chinese. Why can't feel like we can't even speak to each other right now in Tagalog? Like if we
When we
wanted
do
to.
it, it's like jokingly though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's.
I mean, we could try.
You guys
we
want to try?
couldn't.
We'll lose the other listeners and stuff.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's just sad, like how we got lost, and
I blame my mom.
I blame my mom. I blame my
You're pretty
mom.
good at Tagalog, but
Yeah, but like,
you can hold a conversation.
but I should be fluent.
no, you know,
Yeah,
you guys,
I feel like I should
Grub
be too.
Life, the guy we had, he's like, he grew up as well, not speaking, and I think he learnt in his later years too. And I was like, fuck, that's hard. It's so hard to learn a language, like, because Nadine is French, right? And we're trying to teach our kids. I'm like, fuck, there's no chance I'm going to be able to learn this. It's so hard.
Wait.
It's such a hard language. So I can't imagine being our age already. But once again, like, we can try even to understand and stuff like that. It can be done, but it's difficult, eh?
I just want to
Learning a
stop the
language.
barrier of this wall we call enough. Because like people say that you're not Philo enough because you don't do this, you don't do that, you're not born in a particular time, you're not raised this way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's because you deny other people's cultures because of that word enough. You know, like even if it like I consider myself a Filipino Australian because I know, but like I'm not born here, but I was raised in Australia, and I do accept the Australian culture as well. But then people in Australia be like, you're not Australian enough because you look like this. You know,
Yeah,
like
facts.
I just wanted everyone to break the wall of the enough, because like I reckon that no matter
Enough
what,
is
like
enough.
you are who you are.
Enough
Like
is enough.
you're just basically saying to someone that you being yourself is not enough for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Deep.
Yeah.
You know, we're basically saying that just because of the way that you look, just because of the way that you've been brought up, just because of the parents that you have, or just this, that, you're not enough.
What do you reckon the initiation is to be like for us to be like enough for these Aussies? Like, do we have to drink out of a shoe? Like, drink out of a shoe or something?
Well, what is enough? I just hope
What
that
do you
there is no. To me, I want that to be gone. I just want to be accepted. That's it.
No, I think there should be a ritual, like an Australian initiation ritual and a Filipino initiation ritual, and then if you pass that, then you're Australian enough.
Isn't that called a
Philip-
citizenship?
That's how you're allowed to stay in the country.
And then you get the shoe, put the beer in the shoe, and then you drink that, and then you get boodle fight there, blah blah blah, and then you pass.
That's it.
Once you pass, you get a stamp here. I think the stamp should be.
It's-
Do you have the thing?
It's a-
Do you
no,
guys
no.
have the Philo stamp?
Oh no, that's the Asian stamp.
Oh, the
That's
Asian
all
stamp.
It's like
I don't have one.
Yeah.
Manny
vaccines,
Pacquiao's
right?
I
face,
do, I
and
got
then
boxing-
Shane Warne.
Shane
Shane
Warne.
Warne and
Shane
Manny
Warne.
Pacquiao, and then done. You're done after that.
Let's just be
There needs to
ourselves
be-
and be
no, no.
accepted. That's
There needs to
all.
be-
He wants us to be ourselves.
True
No,
colours,
I
man.
want more tattoos.
There needs to be a ceremonial swapping of traditional foods. So there needs to be
Multicultural day.
lechon and 4 and 20 meat pies.
Yeah.
Oh shit! lechon meat
yeah.
pie.
No, that's IP. That's IP right there. That's IP.
No, shut
Intellectual property.
Let's
Corned beef meat pies will
That's copyright patent.
No,
pending.
stop it right there.
Meat
Stop it right there.
pie.
Stop it right there.
We
We're not
can't
putting
say
that in the
anymore.
thing.
No, this is a verbal,
Yeah,
like, this
yeah,
is going to
yeah,
be on the
keep it up.
internet. There's going to be, like, this is our property.
This is
being
intellectual property right here.
given out in verbal agreement.
Yeah.
This is our verbal contract.
open source is property now.
100.
Although if Grub hears us and wants to make that, by all means, go
Someone's
for it.
probably
Go for
made
it.
it already.
I know, we just don't even know about
No,
it.
but-
It probably doesn't even taste that good. That's why it's not popping.
Well, someone's gonna make it good then.
Yeah,
Wait, you talking about like
It
an
needs
adobo
more
meat
Mang Tomas.
pie?
Halal meat pie.
Oh,
It's just melted.
Halo,
Fucking soggy as shit.
Hello, me.
halo lechon meat pie.
Oh my god. That's
What's
so
that? What's that one where you use the
Lamington.
leftover? The leftover lechon, and then you cook it in the
Yeah,
Mang Tomas?
Sisio.
Crispy
Paksiw,
pie.
Paksiw, and then you put that in the thing, the
Sisi.
meat pie,
Mang Tomas. Oh
in the
shit!
meat pie with pineapple or something.
This guy's onto something.
If
man.
someone can
I
make
think we're
that,
onto something.
hit me up. I will partner 50-50. You put all the money, I'll be cute, and then we split. Yeah.
I can make pastries,
Yeah.
Put all the money.
and we'll
on.
just go find the pig and kill it, and then we'll make it next week.
Yeah.
man.
And then we
live.
sell
Kill
it
it live.
You can buy meat pie pastry at Coles or something.
And we'll make a TikTok about it. It'll go viral.
Honestly,
Yeah.
let's do it.
That's it.
I don't mind a Lamington ube. Ube Lamington.
Oh, that would work. That would work.
So good.
Ubington or some shit. Call it Ubington.
I mean, you could just put the Lamington in a halo halo. It'll still be halo halo.
Can we call it Ube Eats?
Wait, is it a Lamington? Ube Eats. Clip that right now.
Let's do it, man.
Snippet.
Oh, sorry, right?
Let's make our own ride share.
Ride share on a freaking tuk-tuk.
We'll be eating a tricycle.
I'm here to pick up Tito, baby.
That's dope.
Man. Ride share for sure.
Ride share, yeah.
Hey, bro, I love this conversation.
Right.
The
I honestly
Filipino
love it, bro.
culture conversation is needed, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Sorry, Russ.
All right, let's go to our next segment.
Easier.
We're gonna go. Let's go left. Let's
go
go
wild.
left into the wild thought
Wow.
of the week. So Garcia, what's your wild thought of the week?
Man, I don't feel bad that we're switching away from cultural talk and we were getting real and shit. So hey, let's talk about dicks now. I'm gonna send this to our group chat and because I was gonna ask you to read it because you've got the biggest beard and obviously this is like you're the most trustworthy out of all of us
Santa
right now.
Claus.
But this is a
Santa Cruz.
fact that was sent over to me by someone that follows, I suppose.
Someone who's followed. Okay.
Yeah, and they were like, "Hey, check this out.
Whoa.
This might be good for a."
All right.
It's a wild
segment,
fact right here.
yeah.
Wild fact.
Fat men last longer. Fat guys last on average over 3 times as long in the bedroom. A 2010 Turkish study looked into the average performance times of men over the course of a year.
What?
The researchers found that fat men could keep going for an average of 7 minutes 18.
7 minutes 18.
Hey man, it's not over until the fat man comes. While skinny guys, partners, had to put up with a mere 108 seconds.
What?
So yeah,
Not long
that
at
shit.
all.
Since he's got the beard, you know that it's true. You can trust this guy. Now, when
If we're
when
talking about switching positions, do we count that? Because maybe this is a
That's a handicap time extension.
shout out to Turkey for doing this study.
Everything in slow motion, that's why. He's like,
I am going to the top right now. That's 30 seconds in itself, right?
That shit's like that. Obviously, right. That shit's like something that I've been insecure of. Just going like, man, like am I? Because like, we don't guys talk like locker room talk, but we don't talk about this shit because it's like still too personal, yeah. But when like back then I was going like, man, 15, 20 minutes, is that like too short and shit? Look, turns out I'm fucking pushing the bell curve up.
7 minutes times 3, baby.
Wow.
Let's go, baby.
So Garcia, you're 15.
Bro, that's like 4 or 5 songs on the CD.
No,
man.
that's Bohemian Rhapsody, bro.
That's a Confessions album right there.
108 seconds, that's a TikTok fucking video, bro.
That's a real, bro. Oh, sorry, Ralph.
Man.
You know what I'm curious about? What is actually a desired time frame? Because I've heard the other side, girls saying, "Oh, it's too long, man. Been there
Ask
for
my
like 1
cousin,
hour."
ask
I
my
was like,
cousin.
I was bored.
I think my cousin would
Bored.
know more than me.
Desired
Desired
time
time
frame.
frame
Time
for
frame.
kantot.
Straight up.
It's all right, just say it.
JDP straight away. My cousin would know that.
The duration time.
Duration time.
It depends. Sometimes they get over it really quick.
Yeah, same.
No, just give it duration time, not how you.
It's not a TikTok video.
Like an
We're
average.
not
Like an
swiping out.
average.
Hold up. How quick is really quick?
108
10
seconds.
seconds.
So like one TikTok.
Yeah.
One Cheatcoders skit.
Oh shit.
So Tita, man, did you reach up to Tita,
Wait,
man?
are we talking about are we talking about foreplay too? Like 1 minute foreplay? Like
Yeah, foreplay
and he's like
counts as
busting
well, right?
already. He's like,
Wait, are we
Wait.
talking about, are we talking about foreplay or
Just
the actual
deed.
act?
Like, yeah,
The
like
deed. Just the
if he's
deed.
putting the
The
Just
thing.
the deed. Foreplay can go forever.
Okay.
Just the
I mean,
deed.
this-
Straight to the deed.
I feel like 20 minutes tops is like enough.
20 minutes
See,
top.
15
So like, how many
minutes
positions
top.
can you do in
That's
20
just right.
minutes? Like,
A lot.
Depends.
okay, all right, Robin.
Bless you and I am peace.
Come on, 20 minutes. So we're counting. It's just the deed, right? So
Yeah, it's the deed. It says-
20 minutes of in and out, right?
So the
Man,
It's the deed.
So the
it's 20 minutes.
It's the deed.
So the snippet actually says
20 minutes is long,
That's
bro.
a long
That's
time,
deed.
man. That's a
20 minutes
topic in
is
the
like a
podcast, bro.
fucking ab workout.
That's
20
too much.
minutes is a
That's
segment
not,
right
that's
now.
too much time.
Yeah. So it is the Turkish study looked into the average performance time. So that doesn't necessarily, they may not be including the foreplay or anything else around
It
that.
doesn't include that. It's the deed, bro.
performance time.
Yeah.
It's the
Performance.
performance.
The deed.
It's like
But
it's like you know,
foreplay and everything.
it's
That's part of
a done. It's like you're going for a run,
Yeah, it's
and
when
then you
they're
don't count
fucking.
the stretching and the stretching your ankles. It's just the run. It's the track.
Bro, we're all fucking adults. here.
Depends
You
what
say
you're
when a
stretching,
dick goes in a vagina. That's what
But I'm gonna say for the woman, it starts at the thing. So do you know what I mean? If it doesn't
penetration.
count, if all that stuff before doesn't count to you guys, you're doing something wrong.
No, the
Yeah,
foreplay
yeah.
definitely
I see what you're
counts.
saying. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because it
Foreplay
all
definitely counts.
counts.
Yeah, it's
No, it counts, but more so
That's
the
part of the
duration
performance.
the
It's
deed.
part of the
So when
act,
That's
baby.
when the
part
run
of the act.
starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
The intro.
That's the intro, man. You gotta have the intro.
That's the intro. That's the trailers.
You need the
Yeah,
introduction, you need the first verse,
Yeah.
the chorus.
The chorus.
Then you need the
Second
bridge.
verse.
The bridge.
You're talking about you want like
Sorry,
just
yeah.
chorus. That's lame.
Exactly,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
No,
Like,
no, you need the
It's
foreplay
like,
and
oh
everything.
shit, it's the key change. I mean, Love on Top had 5. You think that shit was over, bro?
Hey, bro, Love on Top is a 4-minute song as well. So,
I'm
man,
dead. I'm fucking dead.
hey, man.
Fuck, what a call.
20 minutes is too long.
Sometimes you can go straight to the hook. That's okay, but then you go back to the verse and then go back to the
yeah,
hook.
yeah.
It needs to build up right before you hit the hook again.
This guy just skips, right? He's the guy who just skips the songs. This is you in different parts. Skip. I don't like this. I only like the intro of this song, but not the chorus.
so 20 minutes is like what you like.
20 minutes.
That's not
It's
full.
desired, right?
That is not the full pound.
Keep going.
No, but like the average performance. So I'm thinking performance like from foreplay
From
all
the
the way.
stripping?
That can be as long
Yeah,
as possible.
yeah. 100%.
That can be all
forever, bro.
night.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I could do 19 minutes of just stripping.
That's what I mean. You can
Just
fluff
wear a lot
you
of
can
shit.
fluff those times.
5 minutes of just twirling my shirt around.
You have the timer like, okay.
Brown.
All
And
right.
then your alarm goes off.
Brown.
Chuck it up in her head so it takes her 3 minutes to get out of the shirt. I could do this. I could make it to 30.
Killed 12 minutes just then.
Oh shit, let's go.
Go,
Raf.
Raf. Go, Raf.
I'm not gonna do it
Oh,
now,
here you
but
go,
like,
Raph. Here you go, Raph.
but see, I can't even listen to a song for like 20 minutes. Know what I mean? Like, but I guess if there's all the other elements in the like the foreplay and stuff, then yeah, man, I could do that.
Fuck yeah.
But this is sorry, the whole fat man thing. So what's the whole deal with that?
That's a humble brag if I ever heard one.
Oh, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I just wanted to put that shit out there before we go on Christmas break.
Garcia was like, "Hey, can you read this?" No, no, I don't want to read it.
You changed Fat Man to Garcia. I could do that. I could write that right now.
Well, reading it again, it does say.
So Garcia's last longer.
Wow, TikTok
Garcia
fame
is
got to your head, Garcia.
I know, one person notices
one
everything.
Number
Crazy.
12, man.
Now you last the longest in bed. Come on.
15 minutes.
And counting.
It's not as even the Simpsons episode.
It is a Simpsons episode.
Without commercials.
Oh man,
Give me the whole 3 acts.
Garcia is getting way too famous.
But
I know.
We were talking about the songs and shit, right? Back in the day, I used to burn CDs with, maybe, like, I can't remember how many songs were there. But you always kind of worked out with the slow songs to start off with, and then,
In hard style.
like Red Light Special, like the first ones, or
Yeah,
Pony. And then at the end, it's like My Neck, My Back, and the fucking nasty shit.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever had a CD finish before you did? Yeah, you kind of like, oh fuck, there's no more music,
we're
man.
gonna be transparent.
I don't even remember having a CD before I could even have sex, bro.
Wait, you put the CD on? Wait. You do this.
Exactly.
The CD skipping.
It gets hella awkward, right? When like the music's really loud, and then all of a sudden that shit stops. You know?
But why is there a CD, Garcia? Why is there?
we lived in an era without fucking.
We didn't have CDs. Like we could have sex when there were CDs. Like
No, but you have to put on music. Do guys have to put on music?
Not have to, but
That'd be so awkward. You'd have to get up and change the CD.
It helps with the rhythm.
It's like a metronome.
It is like a metronome. You need a metronome to get in time, right? So you need backup music to do the D.
120 BPM.
Let's go.
Hey man, this rhythm.
I want to picture that. That's good. There's
Full former.
Man, even like Bohemian Rhapsody, different. It changes tempo each time, so it's kind of like you should
That's not a
spoil it.
good song for that.
What's the weirdest song that you've had sex to?
my own song.
Hey,
Puts his mic down straight away.
my own podcast. He's got some good points.
That's torture.
That Filipino
Boys.
I never thought about gout that way.
That's so old. That's
If you
old.
can last the whole podcast, power to you, bro.
That's
or
almost
maybe you just
2 hours.
you're
man.
doing a hard, doing a hard job.
Apparently, from like Theo's
20 minutes
said that
segment.
it gets very very boring.
Yeah.
After 20 minutes, like,
Oh man.
Yeah,
That-
it does.
Are you gonna answer that question, Jamie? What's the weirdest song that you've ever had sex to?
I'm not listening to the music. I'm doing something else.
Doing the deed.
I'm imagining I'm somewhere else.
There was I've got a story about that. There is a porn star or a webcam girl by the name of Ruby Renegade. Shout outs to Ruby Renegade.
she's Filipino too, man.
So she masturbates in front of camera, right? Anyway, she has a playlist going on. This is when was this? When Filipino foods came out, like first of all. Anyway, she's touching herself on camera. All of a sudden, you hear my voice. Oh, hello! And then the Filipino food starts playing.
No way.
Yeah. And then, so she's continuing to touch herself, and it gets past the first verse, and she's like,
Finger herself.
yeah, and gets past the first verse, and she's like, oh, hold on, and then she has to change the music because she wasn't feeling it.
How can you masturbate to Adobo remix?
Yeah, you can't do that, man.
Timpla mo yung soy sauce.
Filipino foods. It's
You know what I
unforgettable.
think?
Fried fish. Yeah, we got it on lock.
So Ruby Renegade was due to your Filipino food
Yeah,
remix.
She
know
was
what?
just representing
That
Filipino.
kind of reminds me.
Shout out to the Filipinos.
To the longanisa.
To the longanisa.
For the longanisa and the
To the pure fruit hot dog.
Shout out to Ruby.
I think
Is that you shooting your
nowadays are-
shot, Don? Is that you shooting your shot?
Hey, we should get her as a guest for.
Hey, yeah, invite me when she comes.
We know she has a webcam. So she can't say no to that.
Yeah, she does.
Helicopter, helicopter.
Helicopter, helicopter, we are here with the Cheatcoders. We are here with Don doing stuff and
What's
the beige
the
hat
we?
on the right. We got a good night tonight. We got Timba to my left. My name is RAF. After this I lose my breath. Somebody tell the ref, cause we are on the second half of the Cheatcoders.
That's fire.
Somebody
That's
call the
hard,
ref.
bro.
Tell the rep.
Somebody
lose his
close the
breath.
ref.
All right, so we have, in case you randomly chose this podcast and to go halfway through, we have our guests, Timba.wav and JDP.
JDP.
They just released a song called "Hate the Way That You Lie."
No, it's hate the way you lie.
I hate the way that you lie.
Extra letter on that.
Hating the ways that you lie. Like he's so
Hating
Philo
all the
dad.
ways that you lie.
Philo dad having to add syllables.
I have hatred for the way.
hatred for the way you
How
are
do you
not
use
true
the
to me.
You know the Facebook. Just adding extra shit.
What's your dad call me today?
You know Timba? It's like a pale. He's like, oh no,
Sounds
my
like
dad.
Timbuktu.
Timba. No, my dad calls him the bracelet. What's it? necklace eating
Necklace.
man. There's a picture of
Necklace
him like
eating
this.
man.
Necklace.
He's like, why is he eating his necklace? He's like a cool guy.
And he has his hands folded like this. And
Yeah.
he's looking at it like,
Why is he-
he's a funny guy. Shout out Tito.
So you guys dropped a new song, and you also had an EP, a mixtape together.
Yeah.
You want to discuss that, like the process of going through?
Yeah, 100%. So remember, started lockdown when we got hit with lockdown. Everyone was like, "Oh, not another lockdown! Like, what the fuck is this shit?" And then JD, we had a meeting
Yes, we
about a music video that we still would like to do.
did. The concept's
But
amazing.
I'm kind of tired at the moment. But you know what I mean? Yeah. So after that
That
meeting,
was his way of asking for a discount, guys.
well, you know what I mean.
Hold on a moment.
Well, you know what I mean. But yeah, after that, JDP and I spoke, and she was like, "Let's do a project," and then just to keep us, what's that word that I'm looking for? Productive throughout
Momentum.
lockdown.
Build some steam.
I didn't even think we even thought of it, looking at it like to push the single that way. We just wanted to.
No, we didn't want to do anything. So it wasn't like let's be productive. It was like
Oh, it wasn't?
No,
Oh,
it
okay.
wasn't.
Maybe
it was,
I was on the wrong page then.
No, it was we were talking a lot, and we were both going through like lockdown blues, and it's like,
I wasn't.
No, you were.
Were I?
Yeah,
Were
you
I?
said
Were
you
I?
were. I. You
Was I?
said, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do
Hate
this.
the way you lie, man.
No, you said, well, I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah, and I said, let's do a project for 30 days, and you said, okay, a song a day. You said that, and I'm like, okay, and it turned out.
Okay, I remember it differently.
There were only 5 songs on that mixtape. but-
Because a song a day was really hard.
No, I was still making a song a day.
Oh,
I
right.
was still making half a song a day.
Right.
But I don't remember the chorus.
I like how it goes. I was making a song a day. I was still making half a
Half
song a
song.
day. Then I was making just a verse a day.
And I was just like, yeah, it's just in my head.
love
So
it.
it was 5 songs.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, but great minds think differently, right?
Yes.
That's the saying, right?
Great minds think alike.
No, but you guys are a bit different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No, it's
But you're
different.
still great.
Someone's lying here.
Maybe I thought of it.
The one
different.
without the beard is lying.
I do love it because, like,
That's not a beard, sir.
And neither is yours, ma'am, sir.
ma'am, sir. Can we get to the bottom of that? What the fuck is a ma'am, sir?
I just want whoever.
And it was also like capturing, because if I was with my cousins and they're female, they'd be like, ma'am and sir.
What
But
about
ma'am, sir?
I'm sir.
Yeah,
Combining it all together.
Okay.
But I think bring it wholesome. The Filipino language is non-gendered.
Yes.
Non-binary.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. So sha, them. It's not. So in French, lui, le.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Lui, la, her, him.
Okay.
For us, it's sha.
Yeah, Spanish is gendered.
Yeah.
Or
Doon.
Yeah.
Doon there.
That is non-binary.
For all the listeners out there, Tim just pointed with his lips.
Yeah. No,
I'm trying to kiss
sakanya,
someone.
like sakanya, give it to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's probably ma'am sir. It's that they them. But we were the first to do they them. Hey,
100%.
let's go.
Ma'am, sir.
Filipinos.
Ma'am sir is the first. We pioneered they them really. So really Filipinos are ahead of the curve.
Yes.
And yeah, we invaded.
Sir, ma'am.
Sir, ma'am, sir.
Mom,
Sir,
sir.
ma'am, sir.
And then so that's
it.
how we got to pilot.
Yeah, that's it.
I think it's their version.
That's how we made the mixtape, man, and that's how the mixtape came about.
Which one came first? So which track came
The
first?
ma'am or the sir?
The ma'am or the sir? No,
It's the Filipino yeah,
because I know that you guys released. Because I know that you guys released a video of the Return of the Mac remix.
Tim did.
Oh, that was me.
He was just trying to reintroduce himself to all the ladies out there.
He just wanted to show off his hair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Chosen came first.
Chosen came first.
Oh no. We had a lot of songs.
We
We
had
had
a lot
like
of songs.
10 songs, actually like 11 or something. Only 5 of them really made it. So don't
Oh,
worry about
shit.
move your hips and tap in. Like
I like those songs.
I don't.
But yeah,
But
so started lockdown. We decided to do that, yeah, and then
You guys are on 2 different books, right?
straight up.
You guys had no planning, eh? It's like,
No, this is very intricate. It's very intricate.
let's tackle this podcast with different views.
We both like tap in. No, we don't.
Well, I like my part at least. I like one half of the song.
Like, did you guys even make the song together?
No, hey, nice. We actually did, man. We're going back and forth on lyrics and stuff.
Yeah, we were talking
I love it.
every
I love
day,
it,
and we
That's
would.
what I mean. It's funny.
No, how it went, it was the best. Honestly, I want to say it was the best experience of my life making songs with
Wow.
Tim. No, I'm not even.
shit.
I'm not even.
Knox, no man.
Damn,
He would
that's
send me
that's a high
something.
comment.
He would send me something. I would be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" So I would send him something back, and then he would send me his part, and I'm like, "Nah. Like if that's your part, then I'm redoing my part." And then he would redo some of his parts, and it was just back and forth. And then he goes, "Oh, nah, you can do better than that." Or,
And vice versa.
yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you can do better than that. And it's just like back, forth. It was such an amazing experience, to be honest.
That's why it's more than collaboration.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. At the same time, we weren't thinking about
Pushing it or
pushing it as like a thing for Hate the Way You Lie, like as a marketing rollout for that. But it just like the
happened.
pieces fell into place, and as they did, man, like the momentum's a powerful force. And once lockdown finished, yeah, is that the right term?
You got it, right? You got it.
Once lockdown ended, like, bro, we were like, our snowball, like, we were just fucking going down a hill, and the snowball was so big.
I love it.
And then we had a meeting. We're like, fuck it, let's do a show. I was like, let's introduce Waves. I wanted to do something at Butter already originally for a music video, but then that turned into something more like bigger, and yeah.
yeah.
Did you record the show, by the way? Did you video it?
We've got some pieces of content coming out. We
Yeah.
do.
Nice.
All the money
dope.
just stacked up. So like, there's a lot of things we couldn't, have, but we tried to pull as many resources. So like, pulling Waves, pulling Butter was amazing because if it wasn't for them, like it wouldn't have happened.
100%. It would have just been like a Timba JDP show.
And that's lame.
It's kind of lame.
It's so lame.
So lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to just
Don't you reckon? I don't know. I feel like if it was just presented by
I
like
just love how you just echo each other. This is just like, yeah, man, yeah.
But that's our minds when we're thinking of these things. We're like, that's just lame. Like we need to be presented by like a credible source.
Oh no.
At a place, right?
So I shared this TikTok to Tim about this teapot being made. It was like this woman making a clay teapot. It was like a 2-minute TikTok, which
felt like 3 hours.
That's a 3-hour TikTok, and it was this older woman just making a clay pot for 2 minutes straight, and you're just mesmerized by how intricate she puts her whole everything into just this one teapot that probably isn't going to be famous teapot, but she was treating it like it was the most amazing piece of art she's ever done. And after that, we were like, if everything we do isn't of this caliber, isn't of this
what we're trying to be,
and we go, is this a teapot thing? So every time we have an idea, it's like, is that a teapot idea? That just sounds like an idea. And then we go and like criticize and say,
or what would Kanye do?
Yeah, what would Kanye do? How can we make this like the most highest echelon? Now that I have been to Butters, it was great. It wasn't peak teapot. What else?
Why do you say that? It wasn't peak teapot. Like in terms of what, like the your performance or like
my performance, I sounded like a bit of
that's okay though. I was a bit down on myself after that performance, right? But you
killed it. You killed it. Next to you, I sounded like I couldn't hear myself. I could only hear screaming.
Same.
So I couldn't even be on the right key. So I had to keep doing this.
There was actually one point where JDP started singing
like a man.
Like she's like, ah! And I got caught off guard. I was like, yo, because I was like, yo, I full got caught off guard. I was like, shit, I gotta keep singing.
I like the way you lie.
No, it was in Chosen. When we did one, it was like 1, 2. JDP was like 1, 2, 3, to the 4. I was like, and I took the mic off my hand. I got a video, and I let everybody else sing it.
No.
It was funny as. Sorry, Raph, I keep pulling.
Because in rehearsals, when we hear ourselves in rehearsals, he's like, Chosen, fuck it over you. And he sounds good, and I'm here like, put in the blender in the smash. So I had to make sure that I didn't sound like that, and then I overcompensated and sounded like the Hulk.
It was hard. It was hard though. It was hard to hear ourselves. Don, you know this when we're performing. Raph, you know this. Nats, when we're performing live, right? Like there's no fallback.
There was no fallback.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's a fallback. Yeah.
Yeah. There was nothing that we could hear ourselves on, and all we could hear was voices and
Screaming.
That's hard, yeah.
First time
It
experience
gets
for
a bit
everything,
difficult.
learning experience.
That's
But
it,
man,
man.
that's what we do, man. We just get better from this and we keep it moving,
Boss,
and
man.
we live with the results. So
Hey.
I like that teapot philosophy. I think I've heard a lot of artists say that as well. Like even if you, so I've performed live, and if performed in a pub where there's nobody there, you still have to perform
love
as
that.
if that is like you're performing to 100 people or whatever.
100%.
Because-
Yeah.
Because
You don't know who you're performing to.
Yeah.
That one person could be the person that could get you to that ticket.
Yeah.
Or you could be performing to someone and whatever you're singing, they need to hear.
That's it.
Peep this. So like after coming off a high from the butter gig, I had a gig like I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday, yeah.
Last night, yeah.
Yeah, it was yesterday. And if I'm comparing like the crowds and the energy, totally different. But I still gave like 150%.
Yeah.
Like regardless of like how many people were there or what type of person were there, like what status they had. Man, I still gave it 100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's good, man. Good
Yeah.
mentality, dude.
100%.
You've always had that mentality, though, Tim. It's
Yeah,
really
always
good,
try to
man.
impress you, know.
Yee. Well, cigarette.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's
So fake.
way you
way you
lie.
lie.
That's Nosby.
It just brings me back,
That's
man.
it.
I remember,
Son.
I remember, we didn't really even like clubbing back then, but that was the only reason why we go to clubs because of all the gigs, and it was always so fun, man. I love that shit.
Dude, it's exhilarating,
Takes
right?
me back to I don't know. Where was the where was the one in Liverpool?
Macquarie
It
Centre.
was so long ago.
Mac Centre. Remember those gigs? Like
It would just be a gig,
so electrifying.
and then we get like drinks and stuff for free, maybe, and then it would just be like a night out. That's all. I like
100%,
about that
100%,
shit. I love that shit, man.
Watershed. Do you remember the release of New Girl?
I was gone, dude. I don't know what blanks.
Oh man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
fun though.
But yeah,
What's the future of you? Is it going to be more songs with both of you on the track, or are you
I
gonna?
think we're still trying to milk this hate the way you like thing. We've barely even begun, man. This is just
I'm really
the start.
disappointed. We're not being Teapot with the marketing right now. I'm gonna be transparent. We had like plans. I want everything to be Teapot, and
Tim's expression.
it didn't. It's not fulfilling, and I like
you guys like a married couple that just don't agree and shit.
everything.
Tim's just like, oh, here she
It's
goes
not
again.
on schedule. It's not happening.
So how's life going? Life is so amazing. It's like I love this
Here I am just
relationship
trying to
that we
make
have.
everything.
It's like, but really, we do have some stuff that we could improve on.
It's like they came in for counseling. How do you feel?
But if I remember correctly, this is what it was like in the studio as well. Like Tim would sing something and JDP would be like, nah, you're not.
Yeah.
Or if it was even, no, I think it was even, don't auto-tune that. Don't auto-tune that. Sing it differently. Don't auto-tune that. And Tim's just like, nah, but I gotta,
That's our dynamic. That's
He
our dynamic.
sounds so good without auto-tune. So why? Like,
So okay, all right. To your point.
Maybe
so
that's
when
a
I
good
do,
thing. Maybe that's
so
his
to your
strength.
point, right? So to your point, when I do record songs on autotune, like people are like, oh, bro, you should sing without autotune, and then butter happens, and then I'm singing without autotune, and everyone's like, bro, you killed it.
That's the thing. You can't listen to fuckers. You gotta listen to me.
No. What I'm trying to say is,
You're doing
I
the
can do
T-Pain
both.
thing.
I can do both.
No, you can do both. You
Exactly.
can do both.
So like when it comes to these butter gigs, it's like, oh, he can sing without autotune.
Oh,
you know?
100.
Butter
So
gigs.
Have
that's
they
the way
not
that.
seen you?
He's
What do you
T-paining
mean?
them.
I mean, like, have they not? Do they not know who they're talking to? Like, you can sing without autotune.
Well,
so
then you have to tell me that.
tell this
'cause,
puto to
yeah,
shut
yeah,
up.
Yeah, true.
I'm
You're
gonna
right.
slap him. Excuse
You're
me.
right.
I'm just gonna keep this going, just because it's just really fun to listen to.
No, sorry.
But so like, this is just you're gonna continue the promo run of hate the way you lie.
Yeah, man. This is just the beginning. We got like so much planned.
Oh, this is just the beginning.
And we got goals for this song.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Cause like sometimes when you for me, when I do a release, it's just everything leading up to it, release, and then that's it. Like there's no after, there's no pillow talk after. I guess if there's like foreplay in sex,
there's
it's just like you
foreplay,
come and then there's
So
no
we're not at the Pound Town. Yet.
He's trying to
We're
bring
not
the
going into Pound Town.
So
yet.
the release is you ejaculating? Is that
Yeah,
what it
pretty
is?
much.
Yeah.
If that's like the pinnacle,
The release is the release.
there's nothing after it.
Him putting it out. It's done.
I'm done. I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah, putting it out and see if something comes out of it, if it births anything anymore.
I'm going to sleep, man.
Jamie's just like, fuck this analogy. Fuck this.
No, because okay, I'm gonna say.
Okay, back to the teapot.
No, I'm gonna say like how I want to switch everyone's head. I guess like especially everyone that I want to succeed, which is everyone in this room. The release is not the ejaculation. The release is the putting in. You know what I mean? And I treated it like the ejaculation because I think I got carried away by like your energy. And
Excuse me?
No, but the release is the put in. This is just the start.
Oh, here we go.
And I'm already tired, like I ejaculated when I shouldn't be. We should be starting now. So that's why I'm like, oh, that's not a teapot behavior. Like you know what I mean?
All right, we got
and
work
I'm
to
a
do
very
then.
Debbie Downer. You can hear, like, you can hear Tim's the very optimistic person, and I'm like, no, everything has to be perfect, otherwise, like, yeah.
It's okay.
But I think it works because you keep me happy. And
Yin yang, we're
It's a
yin yang.
balance.
We're yin yang, we're
Yin
yin yang.
Yeah, that's the one.
You know what you
Yeah.
want. You know what you want. And so
Yeah.
No, that's already a group name, Yin Yang Twins.
that jagga
But I
jagga.
like how you switched it up. Like it is the putting in. Because it's not over yet.
Perspectives.
Just
Not
started.
over yet.
Just started.
Climax isn't here yet. There's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
to come.
Because we also-
we're waiting for it to come.
Yeah.
But like we're getting in, and then we just hit the more.
And then now you
Okay, the reason
That's
why
why you move. That's
the
where
reason
the
why I bring
momentum
up
goes.
that analogy is because we've been
We
saying
need
that
to make
this
it
is our
hard.
baby. This song is our baby,
It is.
and it took 9 months to make.
oh shit, it did.
Yeah, it did.
And now it came out.
It came out on the
You
9th.
can't ditch a baby on the floor. Then that isn't that like
Yeah, you gotta-
adoption styles?
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
nurture.
they
You
gotta
gotta nurture the
call
baby.
Don't
dogs.
nurture it.
You gotta nurture the baby, and we also got a remix that we want to get out there as well. Like
It's just a new clothes for the baby.
So
It's
this
a
is-
different look. A new look for the baby.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then wait, if we rewind back to Pilot, if you guys look at the artwork, did you guys like the artwork?
yeah, it's like Club Joint 2.0
Yeah.
styles.
Yeah, we were like little chibi anime characters, and then when you go to Hate the
looks
Way You
sick.
Lie, we're kind of like the second phase of like an anime show where they're kind of like teenagers now. If you guys remember that,
They're more
Okay.
mature.
More
yeah.
mature.
And then we're gonna get the live action shot, where it's you guys in real form.
Yeah,
Final form.
So yeah, so
Then
like
we have
that's how intricate like this thing goes down to, from the artwork to the meanings behind it, and it sounds stupid
Yeah.
when I say meaning and shit.
Who
But
did
like,
the artwork for you guys?
Scar.
Her friend.
Scar.
Yeah.
So Pilot is Scar Aguilar. She's so talented. She does a lot of Aussie artists here. She does Rito, Zia Paula. I don't know who else.
Shout outs.
Shout outs. And then the second one is an up and coming like young artist, Rena Chen, who is good. Yeah, I don't have her. I can get her ads.
it's alright.
It's right here.
Yes, it's here. It's
Put
here.
it in the
It's here.
description box.
She's very talented too, and she's up. And
She
coming.
works very quick. I like her.
She's very quick, and she's talented at what she does.
Yeah, man. Like
Seems
these
good.
artists that we work with, yeah, man. We gave them a criteria as freaking what's it called, annoying as we both are, and what we want to see on artwork. Man, these guys actually they understand the assignment and they just deliver. And yeah,
And
couldn't have asked for a hectic artwork.
mixed and mastered by Minor Pilot, and obviously Chris Joe did.
Chris Joe.
did. Hate the Way You Lie, and yeah.
Yeah, man.
And he did the remix as well.
We did the remix as well, so
Yeah.
like, there's more to come. There's more to come. So we're really milking the F
So
out of this
like
project.
Christian's a part of the family where you're gonna
Christian-
continue.
Chris Joe's
on
a
working it.
teapot. Chris Joe's a teapot of a man.
Christian, you don't even have to tell this guy. Like,
Yeah.
you just give it to him. And it's like, say less, and he comes back to you in within less than 24 hours. And he's like, "What do you think?" And we're just like, "Fucking see,
It's a
this is why I keep
teapot
you
man.
around, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this is why we keep them fucking around." But yeah, I
Shouts
love
to
him so
Christian.
much. I cannot work with anybody else. Like, I don't know, man. Christian's just a beast. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
We need to get him on the
If you
show.
disagree before, I'll be like, "What?"
He needs to get on the show.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
He needs to get on the show. He needs so much love. He's such a humble man, but then
So humble.
achieves so much as well. What's up next for you after this?
Yeah,
after
what is
Hate
up?
the
What
Way
is
You Lie?
next? What's next for Timba.wav?
Dude, it's just, bro, the music. That's me. I got singles lined up that I created during lockdown, and it's just all coming. It's just all coming one by one, month after month, following the LOC kind of like blueprint. You know how LOC's work rate is just so freaking fast. Like,
Yeah, man.
you can't process one song and then you process one and then it's just like, I got a new single out. So yeah, that's rubbed off on me.
Yeah, man. We need a song with you three on it and Christian on the beat.
Don't put me next to LO.
Well, no, you'll be next to Tim. Elo could be like.
Elo can be like, yeah, don't do that to me. What are you doing?
Hey, man, you need to be surrounded by greatness to achieve greatness. You know, you need to find somewhere to excel. You know,
that's scary.
Yeah. What about you, JDP? What's next for you?
I got musically. Oh, okay. I don't care. I don't have singles lined up. I was trying, and I suck at making music because ever since this whole TEAPOT thing, now suddenly nothing's TEAPOT. So, but I do want to.
You've passed the threshold.
I've passed this threshold where like, whereas I came to Tim, I'm an ideas person. I have to come with an idea and it has to like make sense. Otherwise, it just sucks to me, because I don't know what to do with it. But I have an idea, and if anyone here has any connections, I definitely want to do a drill track with hefs. That's my thing.
Manifestation.
I want to manifest a funny drill track with hefs, and because I know I can rap now.
It's out in the air now.
Yeah, it's out in the air now.
If you're listening,
if you know hefs, this man.
Chris makes.
He's a funny guy. Oh no, Chris Joe's got me a beat. I just need hefs. I just need hefs.
Oh yeah.
Hefs, if you're listening.
Who's this Hefs?
Hooligan
I don't know who
Hefs.
this Hefs is.
Hooligan Hefs, man.
He's funny enough to, I think, want to be able to do this. Because he's a funny guy. Like, he's not like as serious as 1-4 where, like, I think he can also take a joke, which is why I think Hefs is perfect.
So a drill track with Hooligan Hefs.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you. If you're listening to this podcast, well, congratulations to listening to the podcast.
Or if anyone knows someone, guys, that would be the funniest thing. Like a little Asian girl next to this, like, 6'7", what is he? Is he 6'7"? He's not 6'7". Oh, whatever.
We'll put that out in the world.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
yeah. So, yeah, that would be the next thing for me. Because I have all these tracks up on this thing, but I'm too picky now. I can't.
Can we talk about TikTok JDP?
Yeah, of course.
On the comedy front, you're doing some workshops and stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, comedy is popping off, which is why I'm like, I'm such a much better comedian than I am a rapper. Like,
I think you're just getting started with your artistry.
You're in a new element where you're just treading water. You need to find your you find your style and your vibes and stuff. But you're doing well. But like, this is why with the comedy stuff. This is where you've done this for a while now.
It's easier for me.
It's much more. It comes more natural to you than music.
Yeah.
So how's that going with everything?
Really good. I got a workshop. I got new management. I don't care about the drama. I haven't even told my old manager. They got fired. I'm sorry. I don't care. You know what? I don't care. I just feel like I wasn't that taken care of. They are the biggest one in Australia, and they gave some great opportunities. But yeah, I think my new manager Nural can take care of me better. And I won't even name my other one. But yeah, so I hope with the new management, I can take on some bigger projects. Like, there's projects I want to do. I want to do projects, like, comedic projects.
Hell yeah.
There's so much I want to do in the comedy front, but a big thing is still that music, because I love doing this. This flies like a closer flag to my heart. So if there's any way I can get that Hefs thing, like, I would love to focus on that. But I have some projects coming up. Kevin Ewan, I want him to really like pop off.
Oh yeah, you really where does this character come from?
Yeah.
It just popped out of nowhere. Like, it just really popped out of nowhere, and it's going crazy. Everyone's loving it, man.
Where is he not? Kevin Ewan's everywhere.
Wait, I thought it was a teleserie. I thought it was like a legit teleserie.
No, he's like this TikTok character that he's a Vietnamese man. And I checked it with my Vietnamese friends. They're cool with it. So I hope all the Vietnamese are cool with it. I'm Filipino.
Well, either way, you're still doing well with that character.
Yeah, I don't know. I want something where like he has to be front and center somewhere, either like a mini series or something. Like,
reminds me of like a Summer Heights High Asian version.
Something like a Summer Heights High, 100%. Like a show of some sort. That would be mad.
You know what? I think you can do a
one-man
show.
Is this on your Facebook?
Like a one-woman show with just Kevin Ewan. Like, you can play all these different characters.
That's
Superwog.
That's what I'm trying to manifest.
Because I've seen one of your I've seen one of my favorite TikToks that you ever done is when you were like mocking teleserie and you were playing different characters in one whole minute. It was a couple it was like you bumping into a guy and then you played his character and then you played that character, and I was like, this is entertaining and as fuck, and you were just playing. It was just you.
Yeah.
I think you can really adjust that and then like pretty much put different characters into it turn
There-
into
yeah.
a one-woman show.
I feel like there's so many, like, when it comes to TikTok, the sky's the limit. It's just anything can happen. It's more like, what do I really want to make? And I just don't know that yet. Like, whereas with music, I know musically that would be the next step for me. And I don't know why I put that out there too much, because now I know there's, like, less likely for me to happen. Because usually when I keep things a secret, it happens. When I put it out, then it doesn't. But I need people to help me get hefts. Whereas with TikTok, yeah, I'm the type of person that I don't talk about stuff before it's actually done. You know? So I don't know what I'm doing, but I know it'll be good. It'll be everything from now on will be Teapot. Ever since working with Timba,
I like that.
everything will be Teapot.
Teapot.
Ever considered making teapots?
I don't think that's my skill.
That's a marketing thing,
Or you
man.
could just have,
JDP
you could just have,
teapots.
JDP teapots. You don't have to make them yourself. You just have teapots with you.
We'll get the lady to make it.
That's your merch, dude.
Get the lady to
Merch,
make it.
bro.
And then the chibi
Teapots.
on the teapot. Who's gonna
Yeah,
drink
that's
from?
fucking sick. That's actually a
I don't
dope
know.
idea, man.
I think the story's out
I'd
there
get
for people
that.
to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, teapot adobo.
I love
what-
tea.
yeah.
Teapot
Adobo. And some people, some people
Timba
still
pot.
think of me as Tintin Adobo. I'm on Instagram. I've been dying in engagement. So, yeah, it's JDP now. JDP.
JDP.
So, Tintin's gone.
You'll
I'm
always be
just- I'm
Tintin
over
Adobo to me, but
I know, but I'm over that. Like, I've done that for years. It's like I'm over it. You know.
You're now Kevin Ewan.
Now it's Kevin Ewan. Yeah.
That's just fucking funny, bro.
What's a pick me? What's a pick me girl?
A pick me girl.
What's that?
Yeah, in your newest TikToks, it's all.
Oh, and that one was partnered with TikTok Australia. So thank you, TikTok Australia, for sponsoring that video. A pick me girl is like someone who, you know, those girls that are usually they're always around the boys,
Oh, yeah.
and they're like, "Oh my god, like Tim, you're so, I hate that." And then you see like that. That's how you act.
So it's like the girl that hangs around with the boys.
It's a girl that like
Tries to be the boys.
Tries to be the boys, but she's not, and she tries to put down other girls to be one of the boys. Like, oh my god, I only play like video games, like, you know. But you can tell she doesn't really, you know, and she
She's
thinks
putting it
she's
on,
better.
yeah.
She thinks she's better than the other
I'm
girls.
one of the guys.
Because she's one of the guys, yeah. Like, I'm with boys,
funny.
I'm one of the boys. And the pick-me guy is the opposite. A pick-me guy is like someone who puts down other men to try to like play. You know the guy that is
Yeah, the
like,
dirty Mac, right?
yeah, he's just like, oh.
The dirty fucking Macs out there.
Dirty Mac.
You know,
Dirty Mac.
Dirty Macs for sure. It's like, oh yeah, your boyfriend right now, like, he's not right for you.
That's this guy. That's a pick-me boy.
He's not right for
Oh
you.
wait,
you
is
know,
that the friend? Is that the friend zone guy as well?
you know, yeah.
Is that Drake?
Which one?
It's a bit of a Drake.
Drake.
It's a bit
Oh,
of a
there's a whole bunch of them. Well, like, yeah, his music is kind of like, you know, like, you can do better.
yeah.
You know why? You know who's better?
You could
can
do
do
better.
Or Gallery. You know Mario and Gallery? You're just not
Oh,
in his
yeah, just
gallery.
that-
It's like pick me.
Yuck.
Like pick me instead, you know? You're just another priceless work of
Oh
art.
yeah.
That's it.
So-
Maybe I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yes. Let
You
me love
enjoy being hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Damn, pick me
should
music.
let me
That's R&B. That's
love you.
R&B. Pick me, bro.
Yeah, pick me's like all R&B.
That's R&B.
R&B.
It's like Bryson Tiller. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't play with her. Don't be this.
R&B's full of that. Full
R&B
of
is
that.
pick me. pretty
R&B's
much.
pick me boy culture, I think.
Yeah.
Drake,
definitely.
Mario, Neo is a bit. Let me love you. I will love you.
I'm so sick of love songs.
Yeah. like a simp, but in a way that it's a viral thing now. Get on TikTok.
Yeah, get on
Get on
TikTok. Get
TikTok.
on TikTok, Raph.
Yeah, follow me on TikTok.
Just follow us on the Cheatcoders
She made me
on
delete
TikTok.
my TikTok.
I didn't make you. You deleted. I said you maybe get a new one. He deletes his own TikTok.
Deleted it. What? I deleted it. I think I misinterpreted that,
You
super
deleted your
dramatic.
TikTok back.
but I'm blaming her. She
Maybe
takes
I
the blame.
just
So
don't
you
get
lost
it.
everything. You can't get it back.
Yeah, whatever. It's TikTok.
I
I don't give a fuck about TikTok. I don't give a fuck about Instagram. It's not a real place. I don't give a fuck about any other social media.
You
Really,
shouldn't invest too much.
I really
on
don't give a fuck about all of that
something
shit.
like that. Like,
I give a fuck about this shit.
invest on your brand.
This shit I give a fuck about
100.
because
Make it
this is real.
transcend like apps and stuff. You know,
Yeah,
like,
fuck TikTok,
yeah,
fuck
you
Instagram,
can't
fuck
make your
Facebook,
brand the app. You know,
fuck Mob
But
Deep
also
as a
fuck-
staff and as a record label and as a motherfucking crew. Fuck you too.
and if you're on TikTok, then fuck you.
Cheetah XL, fuck you too.
You know, Mark Zuckerberg, fuck you too. Fuck you to your damn motherfucker.
What I'm trying to say is those places are real places. Those places are real places. So I don't really invest in it so much, but I do understand the power of social media.
Why, hell yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm just being a comedian right now. But yeah, I understand the power of it and that it is a tool for me to put my art out there, but not to consume. That's why I say fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Because when I consume it, it consumes me.
What a pick, like a pick me influencer.
Bars.
You don't need that app to define you.
Really, I really don't, bro.
You know what's better
like
than
this
that
stuff
app?
right here.
It's me, baby.
I like this stuff right here.
Oh man.
Love it.
But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Sweet, man.
Just put this microphone down.
Where can they find the music?
Spotify first and foremost, and then everywhere else. But Spotify AU, Spotify AU,
Spotify AU.
at Spotify AU.
Yeah, find that HTWYL JDP Timba Christian
JDP.
Joseph. Yeah, that's where you can find them, man.
Why did it have to be letters? Why did it have to be letters?
I don't know, man. Ask this fool over here.
You know, I was like, to search for your music, I'm like, hate the way you
Actually, it's
lie.
actually harder to type in the whole friggin' thing. Hate the way. If you want to type in the whole sentence,
Couldn't it be just
The word.
hate the way you
Lie.
lie. True.
just some
That's
one
actually
word?
a valid
Just-
point, but nah.
because everyone's doing letters.
Well,
Everyone's
again,
doing letters, bro.
true.
But if you look up Hate the Way, there would be so many Hate the Way we have to compete with to be the first ones. So
Timba
HT
lie.
Timba. It does look cool with the abbreviation.
It's,
Okay.
yeah.
It's an aesthetic.
It's hit the wall.
Hit the wall.
Hit the wall.
Hit the wall. Hit the wall. How hit the wall.
It's like hit wallah, hit wallah.
Sometimes I'm putting two T's on it. Hate the way that you
sounds
lie.
It's like hit wallah, shamallah.
I don't know, maybe that's a conversation for another time. But thank you guys for joining the
Thank you
show.
guys so
It was
much.
really
Thank you. My name
insightful
is
to
Timba.
see your process
Follow me on TikTok.
and also
Instagram.
your process in the wild thoughts and the fun facts.
I love TikTok, Instagram.
And you know, the only clip I'm going to put out is your hatred to TikTok.
and then you are asking
That
everybody
shit,
to
bro.
follow
Clip
you on
that
TikTok.
shit. Alright, when I'm going on, like, fuck Cheeto XL, fuck you too.
Dun, 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 dun. First off, fuck your app and the and the likes you got. All right, so where can they find you guys in your
On the socials.
on the socials?
On the real world?
On the
Yeah,
socials,
they can
yeah.
find me on the real world.
See, man, Drew.
Timba.wav, TikTok and Instagram. That's all I really use. I don't even use TikTok. I use Instagram. But yeah, you can find me on there. And Spotify, Apple Music. Yeah, man. We're here to promote the music. SoundCloud, YouTube, etc.,
SoundCloud,
etc.
YouTube, you can find me under JDP.
Hey.
There's either a P's in the end or a double in the end, but
How many P's are there?
I don't know.
There's so many P's.
Six. I'm trying to get the real JDP, but you should just put JDP. I should be the first one, and if it's not the case, then I don't deserve your follow.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Damn.